You've been told that if you're not reaching your goals, you just don't want it badly enough. You've been told you need more discipline, more grit, more 4 a.m. wake-up calls. So, you try harder. You force yourself to lock in. You spend your entire day fighting against your own brain. And for a few days, it works. You feel like a machine. But then, the crash happens. You wake up on Thursday, and the thought of doing that disciplined routine again feels physically painful. You end up scrolling for 6 hours, feeling more like a failure than when you started. Here is the truth that the hustle industry won't tell you: trying harder is actually making you lazier. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why your brain views discipline as a threat to your survival, and how the most productive people on earth aren't using willpower at all. They're using a psychological loophole called the effortless pivot. Once you see the trap, you can't unsee it. And once you break it, you'll never have to force yourself to work ever again. To understand why discipline fails, we have to look at the willpower battery. Most people treat discipline like an infinite resource. But in neuroscience, willpower is controlled by the prefrontal cortex, the newest, most fragile part of your brain. Every time you force yourself to do something you hate, you are draining that battery. But here's the trap: when that battery hits zero, your brain doesn't just stop. It panics. It enters a state of ego depletion. Your primitive brain takes over and demands immediate, high dopamine comfort to compensate for the stress you just put it through. This is why the more you force focus in the morning, the harder you crash into distraction in the afternoon. You aren't lazy, you're biologically drained. We also have to talk about the resistance loop. When you try harder, your brain perceives the task as a threat. It creates productive procrastination. You aren't scrolling TikTok because you're a failure, you're scrolling because your brain is trying to protect you from the pain of the discipline you're trying to force. Think about it: why is it that the days you plan to be most disciplined are the days you end up doing the least? It's because you've made the cost of starting too high. You've turned a simple task into a moral test of your character. And your brain, being the survival machine it is, chooses the path of least resistance every single time. So, how do we fix it? We stop using discipline and start using architecture. The secret isn't being tougher. It's being lazier in a smarter way. The people who look the most disciplined are actually the ones who have designed their lives so they never have to make a choice. If you have to decide to go to the gym, you've already lost. If you have to decide to focus, you've already lost. The fix is reducing friction. Instead of trying to force yourself to work for 4 hours, tell your brain you're only going to work for 2 minutes. This is the 2-minute rule, but with a thought loop twist. You aren't tricking yourself to start, you are proving to your brain that the task is safe. Discipline is a trap because it's a short-term fix for a long-term system problem. If you want to stop failing, stop trying so hard. Build the system for your worst self, not your best self. Because the truth is, the version of you that is disciplined only shows up 10% of the time. If your life depends on that 10%, you are guaranteed to fail. Build for the other 90%. Build for the you that is tired, distracted, and unmotivated. That is where real growth happens. If you want to see exactly how to build that system, you need to watch this video next on why your routines are actually destroying your focus. I'll see you in the loop.